Hello Newcastle fans. Transfer news stirs up the week at the club. But before I tell you, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news from the Magpies. Manet only moved to Bavaria last summer from Liverpool, but the move hasn't worked out as expected. He earns big at Bayern Munich and the club are hoping they can convince Manet to move on. And they hope Newcastle, who have an interest in Manet, will step up and try to sign him. Bayern Munich think Newcastle would be able to pay for Manet, and that could help get him out of the Allianz Arena. Newcastle have qualified for next season's Champions League and are starting to establish themselves as a powerhouse of English football. It is not yet known whether Manet would be interested in returning to the Premier League with Newcastle, but the striker's salary of around €20 million a year makes his list of potential destinations short. Newcastle United are keen to rescue Kieran Tierney from his difficult time at Arsenal, where he finds himself struggling to secure a first-team place. Under Mikel Arteta, Oleksandr Zinchenko has become the preferred choice at left-back, leaving Tierney out. However, the situation could change in the summer as both Newcastle United and Aston Villa have expressed an interest in signing him. According to The Times, despite Villa's interest, Newcastle remain confident in their pursuit and believe they are leading the race to acquire Tierney's services for next season. They are optimistic that the former Celtic player will choose them over a move to Villa Park. As one of the Champions League players for next season, Newcastle are now an attractive club and have a huge advantage in the race to sign Tierney. Newcastle United suffered a setback early in the summer recruitment drive after being told that England international Calvin Phillips intends to remain at Manchester City despite a disappointing first season. Newcastle identified Phillips as a target several weeks ago and were led to believe he could be made available for transfer, but have been frustrated by the player's camp response. It is understood Phillips does not want to give up on City and wants to challenge himself for success under Pep Guardiola. Phillips has started just 2 Premier League games since his £42 million move from Leeds United in July last year, with another 2 starts in domestic competitions. Of his 23 appearances, 16 have been as a reserve. The situation could change if City decide they want to move the player this summer, and Newcastle have asked to be kept informed of developments. Should Phillips be allowed to find a new club, there is likely to be strong competition from other Premier League clubs, but one of manager Eddie Howe's priorities is to look for a new advanced midfielder. Newcastle are in the market for 2 new midfielders this summer, and other targets include Nice's Khéphren Thuram, Brighton's Moises Caicedo, and Southampton's Romeo Lavia. Leicester City's James Maddison is also a player of keen interest from Newcastle's recruitment team. Barcelona manager Xavi has ruled out Rafinha leaving the club this summer amid interest from Arsenal and Newcastle United. The former Leeds United striker has struggled to find consistent form for the Catalans. But it looks like he is likely to remain at Camp Nou for at least another season. That will come as a blow to Mikel Arteta and Eddie Howe, who have been considering moves for Rafinha. In fact, as reported by TeamTalk, Newcastle have prepared a mega-money offer to beat Arsenal to the Brazilian international's signature. Furthermore, the Gunners attempted to sign Rafinha when he left Leeds United last summer. Arsenal also made a tentative inquiry into the 26-year-old's services during the January transfer window, and he remains on the radar. So what's up, fans? Are you confident the Magpies will make some big signings? Let us know in the comments. We'll be back with more Newcastle United news any moment.